Poor Keeter. Eric, you're getting questions about this. I understand it's art. Explain yourself.
Poor Keeter, another Hebrew lesson? It's a music video. Let me explain what's going on. It's a little bit unusual, but first of all, the question might arise, why in the world should anybody regard the law of Moses? That has nothing to do with our life, with our culture, with the instructions of the covenant of grace. It's like the law of Moses, food restrictions. Even, you read the New Testament and there's in red letters Jesus saying it's not what goes into your mouth, it's what comes out. So by saying this, he declared all food to be clean. Why do we even have to bring this stuff up? Well, let me explain. Most people don't read Hebrew, much less Paleo-Hebrew, and yet on this video, poor Keeter, another Hebrew lesson, that was the opening screenshot you just showed a moment ago. It's a very simple Hebrew lesson. There's 3 verses that we discuss in 3 formats, plus the Shema, written in Paleo. The Shema Israel, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad, was quoted by Yeshua to be the very greatest commandment ever uttered, ever given to us, the Shema. And here, the video opens up with Sally's voice reading, Shema Israel, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. Has anybody ever even heard that before? Has anybody ever seen it written in Paleo letters and articulated? That in and of itself should be music to our ears. In 2009, I stood at the Eastern Gate in Jerusalem. There's this graveyard right there. He's going to be coming in that gate one day. And I sang those words out across the Kidron Valley. Those words are the most spectacular words we were ever given. And no one has ever seen them written in Paleo-Hebrew and articulated so simply, so beautifully. That's what this video is about. For the first time ever, this video delivers free of charge right to your doorstep. Deuteronomy 14:2, 14:7, and 14:8. Starts off with Deuteronomy 14:7, where you hear this voice very clearly and simply reading, and the words come up as written as a whole group of letters. And then for Deuteronomy 14:8, she's reading letter by letter. I've heard it said by scholars and sages that that's the purest, cleanest form of reading Scripture, letter by letter. Most people don't know that that's what the letters are. Most people have never heard Scripture read in Hebrew, letter by letter. I haven't. I've heard people say the words, but I've never had it offered letter by letter. Elohim created the universe letter by letter, word by word. Our DNA, I believe, is somehow programmed to interface with these Paleo-Hebrew letters. This video is a way of hearing the voice of Ehyeh right to our deepest inner soul, our nephesh, communicating with him in the simplest regard. I think this is a powerful video, and it's delivered on the wings of the solfeggio tones. What does that mean? Dr. Joseph Puleo years ago was told to investigate these solfeggio tones and found that they were robbed from humanity. for hundreds of years by the Catholic Church that these solfeggio tones have frequencies that resonate with our cells on a level that actually repairs DNA and are healing, whatever that means. We did a study last year in Ohio, the energy conference, about frequency, vibration, resonance, the solfeggio notes. So here, me and my brother tuned 3 guitars to the exact digital frequency: 528, 417, 396, 285. I think we missed 174 because it was too low, or it was 963 that we missed because it was too high. I can't remember which one. But anyway, 852, 714, and 639. There's 8 solfeggio tones played on these 3 guitars. In the last 30 seconds, we play around and around. I've never heard them played on the internet or live. This harp here is Keeter solfeggio tones, but I don't think they've got those same notes. And you can't just walk up and, that might be 528, but I'm not sure. It's supposed to be middle C. But where do you find the other notes? This video, we played them in this melodic riff for about 30 seconds at the end. The format of a field of wheat with the ruach, the wind, gently blowing through. Yeshua gave parables that we are likened to a field of wheat. It's our decision whether we want to be the wheat or be the tares. But just the art of showing that little field, the wind blowing in the wheat heads, it's a metaphor of our consciousness, our own ruachs, our own mind in synchronicity with His. This particular, I'm trying to regard a couple notes here I made to make sure I put them in here. My particular method of doing this study I call erectology, of cephering these matters together, is included in this video. You see the scrolling of all these words, the English letters, PR, QT, QTR. What is all that? The capital letters that I write are correlated to the Hebrew letters. PR is Pei Resh. QY is Kuf Yod. TR is Tav Resh. Por Ki Tar. And then looking through the Klein's dictionary, and you find all the words that are any way related to those spellings. And it turns out, which wasn't intentionally planned at all, it turns out that the theme of this video, where we take the guitar strings at first that are tuned to the solfeggio, playing like a wind chime, like the ruach, and then going out of tune, is like it's this metaphorical picture of Israel being given the truth and throwing it away, throwing it to the false idols, getting lost. It's a prodigal son story. Ephraim being lost for 2,730 years. And then, as in Jeremiah 31, Ephraim comes back to his senses and calling out to Yahweh and saying, "Bring me back and I will come back." Finding the Torah, finding the Paleo-Hebrew, finding the truth, even though the church and the governments of our world have kept it from us. The very devil himself, by golly. Well, but it was all under Yahweh's orchestration. It wasn't the devil's incentive. It was Yahweh himself who took the truth from us and delivered us a grand delusion. He said he was going to do that. And he's done it. So this video is a picture of us coming back to the truth. Searching through the brambles and the haze to find the clarity which is in the Paleo-Hebrew, which is in the solfeggio tones, the pure frequency of our nefesh resonating with him. Yeshua prayed this would happen in the Garden of Gethsemane, saying, "I would that they would be one, echad, with us the way that I am with you," speaking to his Father. This video, Poor Keeter, is a vehicle that I've tried to provide in collaboration with Lynx and Cooey Girl and Sally to provide a way to experience. It's not entertainment, it's experience. To experience coming back to the heart of the Father. Showing the Erictology method. Hearing the solfeggio tones with 8 simple guitar strings. Hearing letter by letter, Deuteronomy 8. And then seeing the words in English of Deuteronomy 2. The reason for all this? Because Yahuwah called Israel to be the most special people, the Segula, of all the peoples on the face of the earth. If we listen to his voice, and the video ends with something my dad used to say, because I said so. Ki American, because he said so, which is reason enough. And it ends with that little pig looking at you like, hey, the pig's doing what he was supposed to do, eating the foul things of the earth and turning them back into mulch. But we eat the pig when he told us not to. That's what the video's about.
It's art, damn it.
Darn right! Whether you like it or not, whether you get it or not, it's just art.
All right, brother. Thanks for clearing that up. We'll get that out and see what people think about that.